Well, I think one of the most exciting things that happened last week, I believe, is the release of this Pokemon Go. Yep. A lot of us grew up when playing Pokemon, so now this is like an opportunity to take the physical world and combine it with the thing we love, hunting for Pokemon. It's an application. I think you can get it for your iPhone and your Android device, but apparently not everywhere. So, some of the the application stores, you're able to get them in certain countries, but in certain areas they haven't been released yet. So whenever that happens, when there's something that people really want, an app, but they just can't get it, they always look for alternate channels of installation. And so in this case, I think some bad guys have picked up on that. And there's been a version of this Android version of this Pokemon Go that's been distributed, but it's a Trojanized version that has a little bit of extra C2 beaconing. The guys at Proofpoint, found this version of it. They analyzed it. It's an interesting domain that it points to: Pokemon.no-ip.org. Our favorite no IP kind of domain.
Dynamic DNS.
Dynamic DNS. I like that it has Pokemon in it. It's interesting. The IP address actually was resolving to somewhere in Turkey. So it's an IP address in Turkey, but currently it seems like it's offline. So if you have this Trojanized version, you're playing the game. You're trying to connect to the malicious adversary, but the server is not up and running. So it's interesting because I think it hits on a couple of things, kind of like the stuff. Zach, I think, even mentioned this. When people want it, you can't really stop it. People are going to go and try to download this thing, almost no matter what you do.
Even if it is Trojanized.
Yeah.
So of course people didn't know that, right?
No.
And some folks probably wouldn't even appreciate the fact what that means if it is.
No.
I think I got a question from I'll say a close friend recently. It's like, well, what does it mean when they do something like? And so I had to explain.
Like, what does it mean that it's Trojanized?
Yeah. What does it mean that it's Trojanized?
People ask me all the time, what do you mean by Trojan? Like, what is that? People who are not so technical.
Right. Yeah. So there's still a lot of education that's needed in the general public around maliciousness of software that can exist and things around that.